Guys, it's Sarah and I am here to do a layout for Cheeky Studio, and I'm going to be doing this picture here, which is of my two girls, and this was at Christmas time last year. This was part of our family photo session, and I just haven't really scrapped that one yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do it here. This is going to be an 8.5 by 11 page, and it's going to go in an album that's kind of just about random stories, and it's an 8.5 by 11 size, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. So I'm going to be using these two pattern papers here, and these are both from Wild Whisper from the kit, and I'm going to use kind of this burlap one, and I'm going to cut it down to an 8.5 by 11, and that'll be my background. And then I'm going to use this one here, but I'm going to use both sides of it. So I really like this green side, which has almost a gift pattern on it, and I'm going to use that to crop my photo pretty closely. And then I'm going to use the other side, which is that kind of red and white starburst, and I'm going to use that as my layering piece. And then I have this little fa la la strip that is left over from my cover. If you remember, I just did my cover page for my December Daily album, and I used a little strip of that, and that's what's left over. So I'm going to use the rest of that up. And then I have pulled out the die cuts. I'm going to use half of this really large doily, and that's something from my stash. So that is one thing that I bring from my stash over, along with these thickers here. These are gold glitter thickers, and I think the name of these thickers are, I don't remember, Fitzgerald? Yes, Fitzgerald. They're just a really nice, tall, skinny thicker. I really like them, and they come in multiple colors. So these are the gold glitter ones, and I'm going to play off the gold doily with those. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and this is just, you know, half of a doily that I had used a half on another layout a while ago, I think. And I really like the way that it just kind of comes out from the top. And then since it is longer than my pattern piece of paper there, I will go ahead and just cover up those areas with some die cuts and stuff. So I'm going to pull a couple of floral die cuts, a couple of these little clusters here. And then I have that flare badge that I will end up using that flare badge. I just haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick these down. And then I will go ahead and put my title down here, since I know where that's going to go. So I'm just going to go ahead, you know, and do what I know I'm going to do before I decide on anything else, because I'm not sure about everything else yet. All right, so I'm going to pull out the cut apart sheet here. So these are just little circle images that you can cut out. I usually use my little, is this a 1 inch? I think this is a 1 inch punch for these little die cuts here. So I'm going to punch out the one that says joy. And then I'm also going to punch out one that is green, this little green down here. And it's easier for me personally just to cut them out ahead of time, you know, just like cut out the area and then stick them inside like that. Otherwise it's a little bit hard to get in there at the right angle. So I'm going to go ahead and put those there. That joy one is going to help cover up that little awkward space by the doily. And then I am going to decide that I'm going to put my flare badge there. I am going to go ahead and try to find some enamel dots though, because I know I'm going to want something to put around my clusters there. And then I find these Teresa Collins enamel dots, and they have red hearts on them. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of these and put one in the green there, and then I will put one over by the joy, and then I'm going to end up putting one by the title, and then I'll add some of the smaller ones too. So just a couple of hearts here in that really nice bright red enamel. I really like the way that that looks. And then I am going to go ahead and do my journaling. So I'm going to grab some white cardstock and just make myself a little journaling square. I'm going to put it down, and then I know I'm going to put my flare badge there. So I want to make sure I mark off where that flare badge is going to hit so that I don't write in that area. So I'm grabbing a pencil, and I'm just going to do a little mark there so that I don't write in that area. And I'm just going to talk about how my girls absolutely love Christmas. They just eat up this season, and, you know, same as me, I love Christmas. It's my favorite season. And, you know, they love watching movies. They love decorating. They love, you know, hot cocoa and just being in the Christmas spirit. They love everything about it. And so I'm just kind of telling that story on my journaling here. And so that is going to go right next to my picture, and then I will put my flare badge down. I'm going to use some red line tape to do that. It's just, that's the easiest thing. It doesn't add a whole lot of more dimension than it already does, and it makes it stay. So, and then that's going to complete my layout, you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have not checked out Cheeky Studio yet, please do so. I will have links down in the description for you, and I will see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.